Doesn't it feel like every year it is just like you can afford less and less? Because that's how I feel, and that's how this guy feels. He says the days of buying what you want are over. Okay, and for me, that's sort of like that. But honestly, I've realized over the past several years that there's not much that I really want. Okay, I don't need hardly anything, honestly. But that's just me. But let's hear what this guy's got to say.
Days of buying things that you want are over. Do you remember when you could go out and go to the store and buy, something extra that you wanted? Say you saw a sweatshirt or a pair of shoes or boots. This something to make you feel good. And I fell into that trap too, buying things to feel good. That's gone now. I don't know how people are surviving, especially older people, on a fixed income. It's getting crazy. I went to the grocery store yesterday, and it's like getting punched in the gut.
Bro, the grocery stores, it honestly makes me kind of mad because there's record profits from them, right? But you know what? There's even like a whole genre on YouTube of just TikTok compilations of people complaining that they don't have any money because food costs way too much, their rent is way too high or whatever. And yeah, do you feel like food is way too expensive? Because I want to grow my own food at this point. I don't even want to go to the supermarket.
It's just horrible. Uh, you can't. There's no way I could go out and buy anything extra. It's I don't know. It's more like, well, we're going to do a lot of remembering on this video. Remember when it felt like you were living? You actually had a life, and
Yeah, I remember that sort of distant past. Yeah. Guys, subscribe to Tim's last adventure, okay? So that he can afford to buy himself some stuff, okay? Some fancy boots or something. And leave him a like. Come on.
and
Please. And me as well. Thank you very much.
things felt normal, and you could plan for the future. That's all gone. We're not living anymore. We're surviving, and we're just trying to exist. And the cost of living has gotten very literal. It costs you so much to live, and if you don't have that kind of money, I don't know what's going to happen to you. I don't know what's really going to happen to my wife and I.
I know what's gonna happen. If you don't have enough money, you're gonna be homeless, living in a tent, going to the food bank every day, and nobody's gonna care. And in fact, the homelessness industrial complex is gonna make perpetual profit off of your misery because they're the last link in the chain of misery. Because everybody's profiting off your misery. Isn't that fun?
We're in the boat where we're pretty much a fixed income, and we're I don't know. We're looking into winter here now, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford the heating bills. It's very scary, and I don't know what's even going to happen in the country here. Things just keep getting worse and worse in our country. And again, I don't do political videos, but I'm really concerned about what's going to happen to all of us if these things keep growing. We're looking at a lot of people are going to lose their SNAP benefits coming up here very soon. And
Yeah, this video is from 2 weeks ago, and that's already happened. People have lost their SNAP benefits, and I don't know if anybody's dead yet, but they're certainly not happy about it. But you know what? I don't have faith that Western nations have the guts to actually do something and change the regime. So I'm gonna try my best to escape from the West because I would like to change something about the situation, but I can't do it alone. I know that. And I just don't see the will to change things, to do the difficult things to change. the system. So I'm gonna look out for myself, and I recommend that you do the same.
That's very scary. There's families, I know the system is abused a lot, but there are families that really need those benefits. There's children, those poor little children are going to need those benefits. Well, and if you have extra money, stop buying things you don't need.
Yes, guys, there's actually many movements right now of people just straight up refusing to buy things, or people coordinating in big groups to do no buy, just straight up no buy movements, or boycotting a specific company. Me, I'm boycotting all the companies. Okay, uh, like only small businesses for me. Did I click something
And
wrong?
again, I don't do political videos, but
Yeah,
I'm really concerned. Have extra money, stop buying things you don't need. Just
yeah.
buy the bare necessities, because you don't know when you're going to have an emergency come up, and you won't have the money. Well, we do. Well, and we're looking at Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming up here, and we don't do a lot for Christmas. We don't do presents anymore. We can't afford them. And I fell into that trap also, where Christmas came around, spent a bunch of money, just because we kind of we felt.
Guys, there's no shame in just not doing it, okay? Just don't do it. Who cares? Like, literally, who cares? Like, your family will be happy if you just say Merry Christmas to them. And if you mean it, they're going to be happy with that. It, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm sure they will understand. And if they don't, bro, whatever, you gotta be looking out for you first. Okay, and it's only gonna get more difficult. Just check out any other opinion, okay? Because I'm just a random weirdo on the internet. It's not getting better. It's not gonna get any better anytime soon. Okay, the there's still tons of debt. Governments still have tons of debt. The perpetual growth model is not working, and the S is hitting the fan right now. I'm gonna try not to swear in my videos.
Felt like we needed to. And that's just not the case. And that's really not what Christmas is about, anyways. Christmas, of course, it's about the birth of Jesus Christ and its family also. So, what we do now is get together and maybe have a little potluck, or, just get the family together and spend some nice time with them.
That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about.
And that brings me to, saving money. We don't go out to eat at all. We rarely do. Maybe the kids will take us out, but what we like to do is, just last weekend we had the kids come over and we had a game night, just board games. Doesn't cost you anything, and we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. I'm not a big board game person, but I enjoyed it, and I'll definitely do it again. The other thing is, like I said, Christmas, cut back. And when we go to the store now, we really, really have to make it count. Now, what we do is we spend about $500 a month on groceries, my wife and I, which I think we could get it down. It's getting harder, but we buy just the basic things. My wife has a sweet tooth that she needs her snacks, but again, we get rice and we get beans, we get pastas, we get things that we can make last. We'll plan some meals out that don't cost a lot. We buy protein when it's on sale. And that brings me to that, Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming up. It's a great time, even if you're.
Guys, this honestly makes me sad because this man, he's been working all his life, okay? He's been grinding to make sure that he's good, to make sure that he can relax, okay? When does he get to relax, bro? When does Tim get to relax? Is he constantly going to be on this treadmill for the rest of his life? It's I find it sickening. Sickening. I'm very pissed off because you could say that he could have seen it coming. You could say that he should have known better, right? But why does a regular person have to understand macroeconomics like he's a goddamn economics reporter, to be able to literally just like live a chill life and not stress. Like, are we like, I thought this was modernity where people are curing diseases and we're living longer and everybody's, I was told that things are getting better. Okay. But I don't see it getting better. So, anyways, I'm sorry about the slightly um, sad and depressing video, but I just wanted to talk about this because you need to know about it and we need to do something about it. Yes, you and me, we need to do something about it, whether it's straight up disobedience, whether it's voting with your feet and just leaving, okay? But it cannot stay this way. It just can't. And if you're sitting there and being like, well, I'm good, I'm fine, like whatever. It doesn't affect me, right? That's for now, okay? Okay, Tim's already underwater almost. Maybe his feet, are touching the water. Not too bad yet, but the tide is rising, and at one point are you going to find yourself under the water, under the sea?